Welcome to the Weekly Cash.
Hi Esty.
Hi Emka.
So, what are we up to today?
We are discussing lovely beers.
Okay, more importantly, it's our Christmas work function. Yay, finally. And we are here talking today to Joe from Liberty Brewing about more beer styles and beers they're bringing out, and we'll get some good feedback from someone who's actually in the industry. So.
And my favourite was definitely that Stout. I would love to drink that in the morning.
I drink it every day. So let's go to Joe, see what he has to say, and learn some tips from someone who's actually in the brewing world. Yeah. So.
It's not the maltiest beer in the world, so it just has a nice little sort of base malt flavour with some subtle caramel in that, but nothing too heavy, and that lets the hop characteristics come through a lot easier. Like in the brewing process, you use malt and hops. You can use a lot of hops, like in that beer there, which has got a lot of malt and a lot of hops. But this is just quite a delicate beer. It's a little bit of malt and a little bit of hops, but just not so much malt that the hops can't come out, and that's it. So the hops that we use are a couple of American varieties, which Peter's bringing in now, Citra and Mosaic. And Citra is quite mangoey and sweety, and Mosaic's quite a like a passion fruity tropical sort of thing. And together they give you that fruit salad.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fruit salad, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's from New Zealand, I think. The first batches that we did, I was using British malt, but it was too heavy. And when I changed over to using some of the locally grown malt, it's not as full on. And it just changed the beer, and everybody said, "Oh shit, man, you changed the hops in the beer, you're putting heaps more in." It's like, no, it didn't actually. No, just use cheaper, shittier malt.
Too much honesty.
It's California ale, which is really clean. White Labs.
That's what you use through all your brews?
No, we've got a few different yeast strains. So, but like the predominant one for all of these beers here is California yeast.
The reason why they do it in a brewery is because they harvest the yeast, so they get a strain grown, and then they harvest it, and they put that back into the next brew, so they don't want to have a lot of different yeasts that they have to deal with.
Yeah, some breweries can't quite get that process absolutely right, and you end up with some of the, after a clean, you can end up with some of the yeast still in hidden spots in the tank.
Right.
And then you think you've pitched the yeast in that, and the yeast that was already in there starts fermenting it. 2 glasses over. So, for those who don't know much about stouts, stout is a style that originated over in the UK, and it's basically all of the beer that you used to get would have been this colour, because the people who were making the malt at the time didn't have much control over the process, and generally what you get is very dark malts that would come out tasting like ashtrays and that kind of thing. And we don't use 100% roasted malt, and this is a little bit of roasted malt and various others in there, so we just try and capture the flavour from the malt that we want to get, and those are reminiscent of coffee and chocolate and all of those kinds of nice things. There's some subtle dark fruits in there as well, if you search for them, as well as a bit of say raisins and toffee and that kind of thing. When this beer's fresh, we throw a whole bunch of hops in it, and well, it's not fresh. When it's fresh, you can taste the hops. And they, when they're there, they're quite grapefruity and pine resiny. But this is a vintage batch, and the malt's much more obvious now.
So when you say fresh, like how fresh?
Like just after I've filtered it and it's in the bottle, and it's like
straight away,
like
couple of
Shazam!
weeks. Yeah, like a couple of weeks sort of thing. Or
A couple of days. No, actually, the hops will last for about a month or two.
Yeah.
But like I said, as the beer ages, the malt comes forward more. The hops always die off. than any beer.
And that's always sort of mellow out.
They always mellow out regardless. And what they've given to this beer now that it's now that they're not so obvious, is that sort of like dry
Is
fruit.
that the same with like sort of pilsners and stuff?
Yeah, everything. All the beers in the whole.
So if you want a really nice hoppy beer, it always has to kind of be quite fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fresh is best. Yeah. So that's the stout. Thought it would be nice to try a really hoppy beer first and then the stout directly afterwards. We normally finish the tastings of the stout and chuck it there right at the start just to fuck you guys up.
Speaking of which, I might have told you guys about when we were at Beer Barn and we had this renegade brewer that wanted to break the Grainfather, put more malt in it and more hops in it than's ever been put in it before. Well, this is this prick. And he failed. He failed to break it.
I gave it a go.
He gave it a really good go.
I
thought
tried
he
to
had.
block it. The next trick is to turn the elements on while you're mashing. That's the one. That's how we break them. No, he's got a flipping. He's got a power cut out there.
That breaks the warranty.
What you can get from the hops that hasn't died off at all is that bitterness. So the more sips you have, it kind of accumulates on the palate, and makes it a good beer for having with desserts. And we've had it with creme brulee, and that's really good because it's so rich. And then you have the beer afterwards, and you have that residual sweetness on your palate, and then you have the beer, and it just completely transforms it because it's just so dry and acrid and roasty. And you have that residual sweetness on your tongue, and then swallow the beer, and it's like chocolate and mochaccino and all this. And then you have more dessert. No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't go well with chocolate desserts. It's like vanilla and custard ones are the ones, you know. Yeah. And, so Yakima is a growing region in Washington State, USA, and Pete gets his hops over from there, obviously. And this is the first beer that we brewed commercially, in a way. It wasn't one of the ones that we did in our garage back in New Plymouth days, but it was on a larger scale. We got this contract brewed at Tuatara about 3 years ago now, and I don't know, how long ago was that? Two years. Anyway, that's good beer. Just enough to. It's not the hoppiest beer in the world, but you don't need to load it up with malt. If you do that, you lose all the hops. So just enough sort of caramel malt to support the amount of hops that we've got in there. We could throw more hops in it, but there's just no point because it detracts away from the drinkability. So if you wanted a big beer, drink some Citra. That's a big bastard.
We're getting there shortly.
Let's do it.
That's a good one.
What's the most popular one?
This is by far our biggest seller for sure. People just drink it by the blooming litre.
Has it been around for the longest as well?
I suppose it has, yeah. It's our longest running beer, that's for sure. Yeah. This is the big brother to Yakima Monster, and it's called Yakima Scarlet. And the reason why it's the big brother is because it's got more alcohol in it, and it's a little bit got more malt in it and a little bit more hops. And it's got a good following, this beer, and we've won numerous awards with it, which is always nice massage to the old ego. Especially when I'm the judge. True story. I should have mentioned that with the Monster, we got a gold medal and a best in class at the New World Awards for that beer, and this one got a gold medal as well. Yeah. So Yakima Scarlet. This is I don't know. It's a hop. We call it a hoppy red ale, and it's got lots of British malts in there, Australian malts and German malts. We like to call it our worldwide pale ale, but it's not.
So the red comes from one of the malts?
It's not a combination of about five different specialty malts in there.
That's the first one.
And it's not super deep red, but it's one behind. We're going for more of the caramel toffee flavour rather than the toasted roasty flavour. So if you get it too dark, even just by using a little bit too much roasting malt, it just changes the entire palate. You know what I mean? Like for this beer, it's just supposed to taste like a pale ale, but not look like a pale ale. You know?
My favourite has to be the Stout.
And the Monster.
Oh, all of them. Mosaic hops, it was just great. So,
So,
and it was a good Christmas party.
Imka, what is the one microbiologist say to the other microbiologist?
What?
Oh, if only I could meet a fungi.